Hi parents, I am the Tulips teacher, and I would really appreciate if you could watch this video until the end because I'm going to be sharing some very important information for this year. Now, the first thing I would like to say is we would like to apologize. Unfortunately, we're not going to be having the parent-teacher meeting as we normally do at the school. It's because of everything going on with COVID, and we don't think it's a really good idea to be having so many people at the same time. But we will be having a drop-in fika coming up very soon, which will be from 3 to 5. And if you have any questions, you guys can drop in and ask us. So, so the Tulips teachers for this year is me, Lydia. I'm the Tulips team leader, and then we have Ariel and Loera. So we're the three Tulips teachers. One of the important things that I would like for you guys to be informed about is our hygiene procedures. With everything going on, we've been very strict about washing hands, about using alcohol gel. So we're very careful about that. And in the morning, when we come in, we make sure we go into the cloakroom, take off our outside shoes, take off our jackets, and then we go straight to the toilets and we wash our hands before we start the activities for that day. And the second time we wash our hands is just before lunchtime. After we finish our morning activities, we go downstairs, or if we happen to be upstairs, we use the upstairs toilet. We help the kids wash their hands, we change diapers, and then we proceed to go into the lunchroom for lunch. We do try our best to make sure that we take photos and videos and include all the kids within that group so mom and dad are able to see them on the blog at home and just get a rundown of how their day has been at school. Of course, we have times where we are unfortunately unable to make sure that we get a picture or video of every child within the group, but we will definitely try our best to improve that. But when we are on our outings as well, we make sure we carry a bottle of lukewarm water, and also alcohol gel and tissues for the kids to also wash their hands when we're outside before they get to eat their snack. We also have a schedule where we wash the kids' bed sheets and pillowcases and the blankets that they have on when they're napping in the afternoon. We do that every week. We wash all of those every week, of course, to make sure there's no contamination or anything like that. So we make sure we keep it as clean every week as much as possible. And we also wash the toys that they play with every week. We wash and clean the tables in the lunchroom thoroughly with disinfectant gel that is meant for surfaces. So we wipe the tables and then we spray the disinfectant and then we wipe them. Another important thing that we've been really trying to instill in the kids, because with the COVID going on, we teach the kids that when they sneeze or cough, to try their best to either cover their mouth or put their arm around their mouth. You know this, but we would like to emphasize that any kind of sick symptoms of any kind, we would suggest that you leave your child at home. If it's a runny nose, even if it's mild symptoms, just for the safety of all the other kids and the teachers at school, we kind of have to be strict on this. With everything going on with the pandemic, it's just we cannot be cautious enough, and I would like to think that our parents are understanding, and you guys have been amazing, very understanding with that, and we will continue with this. Summer is slowly leaving us, but it's not cold, so we're gonna be making use of outside activities still. We'll do as many activities outside, pedagogical activities, besides outings. So we would continue to do that as the weather is still quite fairly warm and not so cold. That every Friday is very important that you clear your child's spot in the cloakroom. Make sure you take all their clothes and wash them, and you can bring them back on Monday. Now, this is something that has to be done every Friday, that you need to clear your child's spot, and then you can bring the clean clothes back. And this, of course, is part of our hygiene procedure. And on top of that, another thing is once you have cleared your child's spot, we would leave alcohol gel in the cloakroom and tissue. If you don't mind, we would just appreciate once you clear the spots to just wipe the kids' cabinet spots in the tulips section, and just wipe whatever surfaces on your child's spot. Thank you. Something that we do every year is that we get to pick a PSA, Parent Support Association representative for the group, and they have in every group. So for the tulips, we would appreciate if there's any parents that would like to volunteer. We need 2 volunteers for the tulips, 2 parents that could represent us as a tulips group, and just to be able to help out in situations if we have field trips, or if you have any suggestions of any kind, anything at all. And definitely we can talk more about this during the drop-in fika. If there's any parents that want to volunteer, feel free to let any of the tulips teachers know, and then during the drop-in fika we can sit down and talk and elaborate more what role you would be playing in helping the tulips pretty much. With the unpredictable weather here in Sweden especially, we would just like to remind the parents that make sure your child has all the suitable clothing on their spots in the cloakroom, so they're prepared, and we, the teachers, are able to dress them when it's raining or when it's cold, when it's snowing. So they have their winter jackets, their rain pants and rain jackets. They have a change of clothes on their spots, just things that they would need during the day while they're at school. Another important thing is with the clothing items that are required at the school because of this ever-changing weather, we really would like to insist that the parents please make sure they label all their kids' clothing, and I mean from the shoes, the boots, the scarves, even the hats, whatever item that belongs to your child. We would appreciate if you make sure that you label them. Thank you. Okay, another thing is the Tyra app. It's an amazing app. We post every kind of information on here about the kids at school, or any specific information about your child. Maybe we need more diapers, more wipes, or if there happened to be an accident that day, or anything really, we can post on Tyra. And I don't know if you can see properly, this is the green one is where we check in the kids, where we check them out. We have the Our Children, where you can see all the kids, and you can categorize it so you can see the kids for different groups. Right now I have it as tulips, so you can see all the tulips kids, but you can change it just here on the top right. You can change, and you can see the lilies. If you pick a different group, you see all the lilies kids, and you can do the same with sunflowers. Kids are sick. The parents just need to go to the absence option. You can see the red one, and let us know if their kid will be absent and for how long. Change that when the kid gets better and they come back to school. This blue button down here, it says documents, and that's where every group has uploaded daily schedules. For example, our daily schedule with the tulips, our weekly schedule, our potty and diaper routines you can find there. And all you have to do is just click on where it says documents. So it's the blue folder here. And then you'll see different folders. And then you have to click on the one that says Guardian. And we have our development plan for the tulips on here. We have the daily schedule, the tulips daily schedule, and the weekly schedule, the potty and diaper routine. And we also, right now, have the new curriculum document explaining how the new curriculum works and which themes we have for this year. If you click on the one that says blog, that's where you can see all the activities we post for the different groups for that particular day. And we make sure that we post for the kids that are at school for that particular day. It's amazing. We love it. The kids love it because we show it to them as well. And they love to watch themselves, like how they've been through the day. So the blog is pretty cool. And we have the like option. So parents watching at home, grandma, grandpa, you can watch it. And if you like it, you can click on the like button. And on some of them, you can even leave a comment. Another thing is if you would like to hide your information, where your contacts are, where it shows your telephone number, email address, home address, you do have the option to hide the information, so hide the profile, and that can be done on Tyra as well. And another thing is, I mean, it's great that the kids have like their favorite toys and they would like to bring it to school. However, we would strongly suggest that the toys at home stay at home. They do have a lot of toys here at school that they can play with and share. The only time that we would like them to bring a toy is when we have share and tell, for example. On that specific day, we can ask for them to bring their favorite book or their favorite toy or any sort of object from home. Other than that, we would recommend that the kids keep their toys at home. Thank you. And when it is your child's birthday, we would recommend that either you send an invitation to all the kids in the group, or if you want your kid to have specific kids come to their birthday party, I would suggest that you actually privately contact the parents to avoid kids talking too much about it at school and maybe other kids feeling a bit left out if they're not invited. Thank you. Another important thing is that once a week, every group has planning, and for the tulips is on Wednesdays in the morning, 7 to 9. So if you do drop off your child and you don't happen to see any of the tulips teachers outside, that is the reason why, because we do have also office hours where we plan our activities and just plan for the upcoming weeks. Thank you. As I mentioned before, this year the tulips have 2 themes, and we have a new IEYC curriculum. We used to have the IPC curriculum before. And the 2 themes for this year are Imagine That, which is the one that we're going to start with officially next week. And then from January next year, we're going to be doing the Animal Rescue theme. Now we have arranged the rooms to match our themes. For example, in the pretend room, the section where it used to be the hospital is now going to be like a vet clinic, which is prepared for when we start our animal rescue theme. And at the moment with Imagine That, we're going to be starting our entry point on Monday. And it's going to be really about working with arts and crafts and learning about different artists around the world and their influences and how they have different styles, different patterns that they use, different colors, whether they have colorful paintings or a little bit more neutral paintings. So we're going to explore a lot when it comes to arts and crafts with the Imagine That theme. And the kids can express themselves through art and talk about or just help them and guide them through this theme for this term. Thank you. Just to finish it off, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please feel free whenever you come drop off your child or when you come pick them up to just reach out to me, Lydia, or Ariel or Loira for the Tulips group if you have any questions there. We don't have to wait until we have our meetings when we do development talks for your child. Anytime we can give you an update. You can reach us on our phone anytime as well, or on Tyra. You can shoot us a message and we will reply as soon as possible. And just to remind you that we will be having drop-in fika, like I said, because this year we're doing things a little bit differently. We're not going to be have this staff parent-teacher meeting. That's why we're doing this video. We do have, however, drop-in fika on the 14th of September from 3 to 5:30. 14th of September, 3 to 5:30. So please feel free to drop in and we can answer any questions you have then. Thank you and have a good day.